morning everyone. Today I would like to talk about one of Indonesian greatest treasure, its culinary diversity. As an Indonesian, I feel so proud because our country is not only rich in culture, nature, and tradition, but also in food. Indonesian is made up over 17,000 islands, more than 1,300 ethnic groups, and hundreds of local languages. With this hug variety of people and regions, it's not surprise that our cuisine is also incredibly diverse. Every island, every province, even every village might have its own special dish. For example, in Padang, we have rendang, a spicy beef dish that takes hours to cook and is full of rich flavors. It is often called one of the most delicious foods in the world. In Jakarta, there's kerak telur, a traditional Betawi omelette made with sticky rice, egg, and fruit salads. In Central Java, we have gudeg, a sweet jackfruit stew that is usually served with rice and chicken. In East Java, people love rawon, a black beef soup made with kluwek nuts. Meanwhile, in Sulawesi, we can enjoy coto Makassar, a beef and peanut soup that's perfect for lunch. And in Papua, there's papeda, made from sago and served with yellow fish soup. Each of these dishes has its own story, ingredients, and way of cooking. Some are sweet, others are spicy or sour, but all of them show how creative and resourceful Indonesian people are when it comes to food. What's amazing is that even with limited tools or ingredients, people in different regions have developed dishes that are full of flavor and tradition. One of the most important things in Indonesian cooking is the use of spice. We use a lot of herbs like ginger, turmeric, lemongrass, bay leaf, chili, and garlic. The spice don't just make the food taste good, but they also represent our story. Because many years ago, Indonesia was called the Spice Island, and traders came from all over the world to get our spice. Indonesian food is more than just something we eat. It represents who we are, our history, our culture, and our identity. It also shows the value of sharing and togetherness. In Indonesia, food is often served in the middle of the table for everyone to share, whether we are celebrating a wedding, a religious holiday, or just having a family dinner. Food is always a part of the moment. In my opinion, Indonesian cuisine is a symbol of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, unity in diversity. Even though our food is different in each region, it brings us together. It teaches us to respect each other's cultures, to be open-minded, and to be proud of our roots. As young Indonesian, I believe we should learn more about our traditional food, support local dishes, and help preserve them. Maybe we can start by cooking at home, asking our grandparents for recipes, or promoting Indonesian food to our friends from other countries. Let's keep the spirit of our food alive, because every bite of Indonesian cuisine is a taste of history, love, and unity. Thank you very much. Good morning everyone, my name is Nisrina Khalilah. Today I'm going to talk about sequence adverbs. These are useful words that help us organize ideas clearly when telling a story or giving instruction. Let's get started. Definition. Sequence adverbs are words that show the order of events or actions in a sentence or paragraph. They help us explain what happened first, next, and last. For example, first I woke up, then I took a shower, finally I had breakfast. These adverbs help make things clear and organized. Why do we use sequence adverbs? There are many reasons why we use sequence adverbs. They help improve our storytelling skills, make our writing more organized, especially when writing procedures like recipe or how to get, and they also support public speaking by keeping our ideas in order. Using them show good grammar and fluency in English. The benefit of using sequence adverbs. Using sequence adverbs brings several benefits. They help us write and speak more clearly, especially when telling stories, giving instruction, or explaining steps. This improves our academic writing, and it also makes you sound more professional and fluent in English. Common sequence adverbs beginning. Let's look at some common sequence adverbs we use at the beginning of a sequence. Examples include first, to begin with, at first, and initially. These words signal the start of an action or history. Common sequence adverbs middle. Next, then, after, later. Next, we have sequence adverbs used in the middle of a sequence. These include next, then, after, that, and later. They help us continue explaining what happens step by step. Common sequence adverbs end. Finally, lastly, in the end, eventually. To end a sequence, we use adverbs like finally, lastly, in the end, and eventually. These words help us show that the process or story is coming to a conclusion. Example in daily life. First, I brush my teeth. Finally, I eat my breakfast. Here's a simple example from daily life. First, I brush my teeth. Then, I wash my face. Next, I get dressed. Finally, I eat my breakfast. These show a clear order of action we do every morning. Example, making tea. First, boil the water. Now let's look at an example using instruction. First, boil the water. Next, add the tea bag. Then, wait for 3 to 5 minutes. Finally, remove the tea bag and enjoy. As you can see, sequence adverbs help us explain steps clearly. Summary and closing. To summarize, sequence adverbs help us show the order of events. We can use words like first, next, then, and finally. They are very useful in storytelling, giving instruction, and describing daily routines. Thank you so much for your attention.